Hi all, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to deal with the topic pass transistor logic. It's a logic design technique alternate to CMOS logic. Compared to CMOS logic, here number of transistors are less. Reason for that, in CMOS logic, we know that CMOS is a combination of NMOS and PMOS. So consider an NMOS or PMOS transistor. Its input is only applied to the gate terminal and its source is connected to either VDD or ground. That is, in CMOS logic, input is applied to the gate terminal and the output is depending on the source terminal. If the source terminal is connected to VDD, then the output is 1. If the source terminal is connected to VSS, then the output is 0. But in pass transistor logic, one input is applied to the gate terminal. Similarly, another input is applied to the source terminal. So when the gate terminal is high, that is when that transistor is on, then the output corresponds to the source input, whether it is high or low. That comes to the output. That is the basic concept of pass transistor logic. Then in CMOS logic, one input is applied to the transistor, and in pass transistor logic, two input is applied to the transistor. By this reason, in pass transistor logic, we can reduce the number of transistors than CMOS logic. This is the basic general diagram of pass transistor logic. Here two signals, control signals and pass signal. The signal in which is applied to the gate terminal of the N transistor is termed as control signal. Then this pass signal, the signal in which is applied to the source terminal of the N transistor is termed as pass signal. When this transistor is on, what's the content in the pass signal, whether it is high or low, that comes to the output. This is the basic concept of pass transistor logic. Then we go through an example. AND function f is equal to AB. Here AB 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 and 1 1 1. Then how to implement it? First draw these two transistors. Then so the basic step is write either A or B is here. Make sure that if we are writing A, then A complement comes here. Similarly, if we are writing B, then B complement comes here. So here I am taking A and A complement. How to do the PTL? Here we are taking two conditions, A is equal to 0 and A is equal to 1. Okay. Then see the output. Here A is equal to 0, then the output is 0. Okay. That's same as A. Either 0 or A. Okay. Then next, if A is equal to 1, then output F is equal to same as B. So right here F is equal to B. Then here A and A complement, here A is equal to 1, here A is equal to 0. Then A is equal to 1, our output is B. So write B here. Then A is equal to 0, output is 0. So A is equal to 0, output 0 right here. Okay, its output is F is equal to AB. A into B plus, here it is parallel, so we can write A is function A into B plus A bar into 0. A bar into 0 means 0. So we can write A into B plus 0, that is F is equal to AB. Then next OR function F is equal to A plus B. Then here two table 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 1. Then here also I am taking A and A complement. Here two conditions, A is equal to 0 and A is equal to 1. Here A is equal to 0, then output is same as B. Then A is equal to 1. If A is equal to 1, then output is 1 or A. Okay. Here A is equal to 1, A is equal to 0. A is equal to 1, its output is either A or 1. So A is equal to, here A is equal to 1. Right here either A or 1. Then, if A bar, that is A is equal to 0, then its output is F is equal to B. So write B here. So its final expression F is equal to A plus B. Likewise, we can implement this OR function. Okay, then next 4 by 1 marks. Here we have 4 inputs and we get 1 output. Okay, here I1, I2, I3, I0, I1, I2 and I3 are the 4 inputs. Then 1 output Y. Then we have the function 0, 0, I0. We can write 0, 1, I1, 1, 0, I2, 1, 1, I3. From this, we can write this expression f is equal to a bar, b bar, I0. That is here a bar. Okay, a bar, b bar, I0 plus a bar, b, I1 plus a, b bar, I2 plus a, b, I3. Okay, from this expression, we have to implement this PTL. Okay, this is our expression. Okay, then so taking these two terms, here a bar common, here a common from these two terms. Here a bar, so a and a bar write the extreme right end. Then we have two terms. So what will we do? Here write b bar b, here also b bar and b. Okay, then here write these two terms b bar I0, b I1, b bar I2, b I3. Then here this expression, if these two transistors are on, a bar, b bar are on, then I will get the output I0 here. Then if these two transistors are on, a bar, b, then I0 will get I will get the output I1. Then here these two transistors are on, that is A and B bar. These are on, then I will get the output I2. Then these two transistors A and B are on, then I will get the output I3. Okay. Okay. I hope you understand this topic. If you have any doubt, please share me. Thank you for watching this video.